Hello and welcome to another update video on MSTR. So, as you know from yesterday's update, the wave count to the downside could be technically complete. We were watching clearly for a bounce because this here is a very important level. It's the $191 level. Why is it important? Because it's the 100% extension. I explained in yesterday's video what that means. Check it out, it's still there. But it's, to keep it short, it's the ideal target of a C wave after the A wave completed in February and the B wave completed in July. We could calculate and define the target for the C wave, and that's the $191 level. In this case, the 100% extension level. Very relevant for a C wave. However, this is not the only target. So it's only the first target, and it's kind of a combination of Fibonacci targets and projections and let's say also how the wave structure looks like. And I just said the wave count to the downside is kind of complete. However, this only applies to the third wave to the downside, because if this is really a C wave down, which we've been tracking over the last few weeks together, then this C wave should be a 5-wave decline. We already completed waves 1 and 2. This here could be the third wave, possible 4th wave bounce next, and then a 5th wave to the downside. Is that one more low needed? No, but at the moment, without any break above any resistance, I can't really make a case for that we've already bottomed, let's say that a major low has formed. I mean, it's possible. It's actually not unlikely, but it would need to prove itself. Let's say it like that. So, I mean, I can actually make a case for it, but it would be a more, let's say, kind of a more exotic pattern here. I explained yesterday that the only reason why I actually consider a major low could have formed, but it's not the primary scenario at this point, is because we reached the 100% extension. For this to really be a significant low, however, this would have to be a WXY structure to the downside, which is a more complex pattern, a more exotic pattern. So basically now, my assumption is, based on what I see right now, is that the wave 4 could have started, circle 4, and we might reach $231 next, rather actually 258, because this is the ideal target for a 4th wave. But we need a first break above micro resistance, and all I see at the moment is a 3-wave move up from the low. If this turns into a 5-wave pattern, this could be a bit more interesting and would be an even clearer signal that a low of sorts has formed. At the moment, we have only reached the first resistance area in 3 waves. That is not enough to indicate that even a local low has formed. But if we get 5 waves up, that's going to be more interesting, because then it could be the A wave of the 4th wave. 4th wave is typically an ABC structure. If we then get a 3-wave pullback, this could be a B wave, a higher low, and then we can get a C wave rally. Now, the thing is, we already had something that looked a bit like a 5-wave move up before from here. Yeah, this was from the April low, actually. There was structural support in April, February, March in this area around $210, but it couldn't hold a higher low. So it will be 5 up, 3 down. Yeah, 5 waves up, 3 waves down. And also this time it happens from a more relevant level, yeah, from the 100% extension. So I think, there's a good case to be made for Circle Wave 4 to be unfolding already. A little bit too early to confirm it, but definitely something we're watching. But I made you already aware yesterday that this area around $191 should at least produce a corrective bounce, which we see today. I'll keep you updated. All eyes now need to be on the $214.85 level. Yeah, any decisive break above could be a signal for a larger bounce. Also, consider the yellow trend line, which probably will act as resistance as well. By the way, do I need to change it? Did it shift? Hold on. No, that's fine. But we might be able to add another trend line here, which is a little steeper. Just, to have some resistance levels to watch in addition. So yeah, that's the update on MSTR. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then also check out our other channels and our membership. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.